What's good, everyone? It's Wealthy XP here, and this video is basically going to be breaking down some of the final scenes in the Xenoverse trailer, specifically at the end of the trailer where we see Bulma crash into the building. She crashes into John 1000's house, right? And we see she's actually surprised when she meets him, right? She said, "Oh, you just caught me off guard," right? And she says, "Are you okay?" Right? And I'll actually play that for you here if you didn't see that.
That's gonna hurt tomorrow. Wow, you really caught me off guard. You okay?
You see that, okay? She says these things, right? And that actually leads me to believe that she didn't know John 1000 before this, right? Because you gotta think, Bulma would have had to time travel to age 1000 for her to even be alive right now, because Bulma's not an android or anything like that. You know, she's normal. She would have had to time travel. So that's the thing. Like, I think that she didn't know John 1000 here because she's like, "Are you okay?" Right? And obviously we seen from the first trailer that John 1000 was actually trained by Goku, right? Like, Goku was one of his mentors, or that's how they kind of put it towards us. You know what I'm talking about, where he looks towards Goku like his mentor in the trailer, and he goes Super Saiyan and everything like that. So John 1000 is obviously a powerful Saiyan. So her asking him if he's okay doesn't make any sense, knowing that, you know what I mean, knowing who he is. So obviously Bulma doesn't know who John 1000 is. She obviously just met him at this moment right here, this scene right here. So I really believe that this is one of the beginning scenes of the game. Really, I think that they just showed us one of the beginning scenes of the game and kind of did it in like a little sly way that people won't really notice. But think about the whole scenario. Bulma crashes just into his building. Like, they tried to find a scenario that would be believable for Bulma to run into this guy, for them to meet for the first time. You know what I mean? So they had her crash into his building after time traveling to age 1000, right? We know the time machine is usually just like in the air or whatever when it comes out, or, you know? So she's probably just coming back. She crashed into his home, and yeah, and then I think that he's probably going to go on a mission with her right here. This might be the first mission of the game. And I believe this whole story is probably going to be about helping Bulma with whatever she came to age 1000 for. Because there's a reason why Bulma would time travel to age 1000. There has to be a reason for that to make sense. You know, Bulma has a whole family back in her timeline. She wouldn't just time travel to age 1000 for no reason, right? So there has to be a reason why Bulma time traveled to age 1000. I don't know what it's going to be. I don't know how this story is going to be told, but there has to be a reason for that. And I believe the first mission in the game is going to be basically John 1000 helping Bulma fulfill her destiny, fulfill her goal of why she actually came to age 1000. Okay? So that's what the whole thing is. I think that's what this whole game is going to be about, you know? Basically us helping Bulma, or at least that's how it's going to start off. And it might divulge into other things after that. But what do you guys think about this analysis? What do you guys think about everything that I've put forward in this video? You know what I mean? Is this a reach? Or do you think that there really is something here? Because why would they show us this whole scene for no reason? Like, come on. We all know this is Bandai. They don't show anything for no reason. This is Bandai, bro. Like, come on. You know? They even gave us hints that it was Xenoverse 3 before we ever even saw that it was Xenoverse 3. With John 1000 looking at the touchpad and everything, people were saying that that was Major Cope. But then as soon as the Xenoverse 3 trailer actually came out, we see Brett is actually doing the same thing. You know, and he's on a touchpad the exact same way that John 1000 was in that first trailer. So everyone who was calling Rhymestyle a Coper, all of those people, y'all are all retarded. You know what I mean? Everyone who was calling Rhymestyle a Coper for saying that the touchpad, like, oh, for calling out the touchpad and being like, yo, that's proof that this is Xenoverse 3. y'all are all retarded. Obviously, he was right, and that was proof that it was Xenoverse 3. Okay, the exact same touchpad that we saw John 1000 using is the exact same touchpad that we see Brett using in the beginning of the fucking trailer, right? So, come on. You know? So, yeah. What do you guys think about all of this, right? What do you guys think about everything that I mentioned in this video? Do you guys think that there's something here? Or do you guys think that Bandai's just putting this in here for no reason, right? Just like how people thought that they were putting in the touchpad for no reason, and then it ended up happening. No, that touchpad actually was them telling us that it's Xenoverse 3, right? that touchpad was really important, right? So do y'all think that this is just a nothing scene, or is it one of those scenes where it's low-key telling us, yeah, this is the beginning mission, the beginning of the story, this is how things are gonna go, right? This is what I think this is. So yeah, let me know what you guys think about this stuff in the comments below. If you enjoyed the video, like the video. Link to the Discord will be in the pinned comment, okay? I'm building a community down there. We already have a lot of people in the Discord, a lot of people talking about Xenoverse 3. I want to hear from you guys. I want to hear your opinions. You guys can help me get ideas so that I can bring out more topics to discuss that maybe we can bring to the light and bring more discussion to this, so that if there's any problems or any things that we want to see in the game that aren't, you know what I mean? Just the same way how, remember you guys, I don't know if y'all remember, but with Sparking Zero, they were actively listening to the community. Like, the community was like, yo, this isn't in the game. Why isn't this in the game? Why isn't crossplay? I mean, not crossplay. Why isn't local play? Why wasn't there? People were mad that there wasn't local play in the game, like the double screen. You know what I'm talking about? People were mad about that wasn't in the game. A whole bunch of stuff, and the devs were actually like actively fixing these things as people complained about it during development. Like during this exact same point in time, in the marketing for Sparking Zero, as it is for Xenoverse 3 right now. You know, people were saying things, giving feedback, and the devs were listening to it. People were like, yo, this cutscene looks weird. Why does Vegeta's face look like this? Why does their face look like that? You know, and the devs were actually fixing it in real time, which I will give them credit for that, but they immediately fumbled and dropped the ball as soon as the game actually came out. It's funny, the most patchwork they put into Sparking Zero, it seemed like the fastest that they were responding to issues was when they were still hoping that people were gonna buy the game. That's funny, isn't it? You know? So this is the most important moment that we can probably make the most change, you guys. Once the game comes out, I don't think we'll be able to change anything about it that much. Like, us complaining won't matter. People have complained about key blast cancels and a lot of bullshit in Xenoverse 2 for years now, and they've never changed it because they're like, oh, well, people already bought the game, we already made millions off of it, so why do we need to listen to you idiots? You know what I mean? You guys should have complained about this beforehand, but the thing is, we didn't know about key blast cancels because I don't think key blast cancels were in Xenoverse 1. So we didn't, I'm pretty sure the key recovery was longer in Xenoverse 1. You couldn't do the key blast cancel. I'm pretty sure. If I'm mistaken, correct me in the comments below. But the key blast cancel recovery is extremely fast in Xenoverse 2, and that basically birthed the key blast cancel system that we see today, right? And they know about it. They've acknowledged it, but they've basically said, you know, you idiots actually still would play the game. You guys are you already bought the game. Y'all already paid us. You know what I mean? So now is the time for us to complain or any of our grievances or anything that we want to see improved. We need to mention these things now. And that's why I need you guys to join the Discord so that we can discuss all of these things, right? And you guys can give me ideas that I don't already have. But all right, you guys, it's Wealthy XP here. Be easy, y'all.